Hi, my friends. Welcome to Math for Monday, May 18th. So we are going to be doing subtraction with tape diagrams. You guys probably remember this from school, but we're going to go back, and this is really just a review, but also to remind you some easy subtracting strategies, okay? So with that being said, we're going to start with this one right here. We're going to start with 35 minus 19. Well, I personally know that, and you guys will know, and I'm sure parents and friends and everyone knows that when you subtract, it's very, very easy to subtract with a number that ends in a zero. So the number you're taking away, we really like when it ends in a zero. So I'm going to circle all these numbers that do not end in a zero, and we're going to try to get them there. So maybe you guys remember, but at school we used to say, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So if I add 1 to one side, I have to add 1 to the other. If I add 5 to one side, I have to add 5 to the other. If I add 3 to one side, I have to add 3 to the other. So remember that. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Okay? So let's start with 35 minus 19. I know that 19 is so close to the number 20 that ends in a zero, it's 1 away. So we are taking away 19, and I know we're subtracting, but to get us a number that ends in a zero, that's close to 19, is we are going to add 1. So I'm going to add 1 to 19 to make it the 20. But remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So if we add 1 to the 19, we have to add 1 to 35. So our new number sentence is going to be 36 take away 20. Now that is very easy to go ahead and solve, because 3 10 6 minus 2 10s is 1 10 6. I can just do that right in my head, not because I have it memorized, but I can visualize. Here's 3 10s, 6, 4, 5, 6, and we take away 2 10s. 1 10, 2 10s. What's left? 1 10 6. So our answer is 16. Now, I would like to ask you and ask myself, what's easier to subtract? 35 take away 19 or 36 take away 20? Obviously, it's when we're taking away 20 because the number ends in a zero and we don't have to do anything to the ones. Super easy. Let's try this one a little bit harder. Now we're going to go into the hundreds. 321 minus 199. I know, and you guys know, 199 is 1 away from going to the next 100. So I'm going to add 1 to 199. That means whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. And now I'm going to make this a 200 and make this a 322. So our new number sentence is going to be 322, because look, I'm adding it. 321 plus 1 more is 322. And we're going to minus 200. I know I wrote that a little bit silly, but 322 minus 200. So 300, let's do 322. These are all hundreds. And I want to, good, 300, 2 10s, 2 1s, and I want to get rid of 2 hundreds. Good, watch what I do. Easy. What is left? 100, 20, 21, 22. Our answer is 122. That was so easy to figure out. Would you guys agree? Because 322, this answer is so much easier figuring out than 321 minus 199. That would be so hard to figure out. We would have to get rid of 100. We would have to get rid of 9 tens. We would have to get rid of 9 ones. So much more work. And we don't want to do that. We want to make it easier. So the answer is 122. Let's try this one, a little bit trickier. 547 take away 498. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw my tape diagram. And our boxes, because we don't know what we're going to add yet. And let's look at 498. Well, it ends in an 8. What's 8's partner to 10? 2. So I'm going to add 2 to this side. And 2 to this side, because whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So what is our new number sentence? Well, what's 547 plus 2? 549. Take away, or minus, what's 498 plus 2 more? 500. Oh, this one's easy. Oops, let me fix my 5. This one's easy. 549 take away 500. All we do is get rid of the 100. So the answer is 49. Do you see that? That's really easy. Because look, all we have to do is get rid of the 100. Okay? Friends, you're doing great. Let's try this next one. This one's the trickiest one of all. Oops. I hope you guys are memorizing or remembering when we were in school and we would say, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. Okay. Well, this one, let's do this one. We have 720 and we have 575. Now we can do this 2 different ways. I know this ends in a 5, so I would automatically add 5 here. Well, if we added 5 here, we have to add it to the other side. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So our new number sentence is 725 minus 580. Because if you have 575 and you add 5 more, it's 580. Wow. Well, trying to see if I could do this here. 700. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say that's 700s, 2 10s, and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got rid of 500s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 10s. Oh, we don't have enough 10s, so I'm going to cross this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cross out 8 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 8. And 0 ones. What's left over? 100. 100 here. 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 145. That one was super, super tricky. I want to try another one. Hold on. Let's see if we can. These are getting a little bit hard, I feel like. And if they're easy for you, then that's great. And if they're hard for you, that's totally fine. Let's try one where we all could agree. Okay, if I was going to show you my tape diagram, I would draw the big number on top, the small number on the bottom. 124 goes on top, 87 goes on the bottom. Now, if I would look at 87, I would look at the ones place and ask myself, What's that number's partner to 10 to get to the next 10 or 100? If I look at the 7, I know 3's partner to 10. 7's partner to 10 is 3. If I add 3 to this side, I have to add this 3 to this side. Do you see that? Good. So what is my new number sentence? Well, what's 124 plus 3? 127 minus 90. Now, that's much easier to go ahead One 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's so much easier to do it with a number that ends in a 0. Excuse me, friend, sorry. If I were to take away 9 tens, this is what I would do. 1, 2, we don't have enough. What happens when you don't have enough? You unbundle. I know there's 10 tens within 100, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully you guys remember this too. I'm not going to start taking away anything until I'm ready. 9 tens. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So now what I have left? 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Good. So my answer is 37. Are you guys finding it easier now? How about an even easier one? How about something like this? Let's see if I can come up with an even easier one. Not because I don't think you can handle it, but because I want to make sure that you realize we're adding so that we can get to a number with a 0. How about this? Okay, how about this? Ready? How about 185 minus 68? We always look at the number we are taking away because it's easier to take away. What's 68? It ends in an 8. What's 8's partner to 10? 2. So if I add 2 to one side, I have to add 2 to the other side. So what's my new number sentence? My new number sentence, or my new subtraction sentence, is 187 minus 70. Because 68 plus 2 is 70, and 185 plus 2 is 187. So here's 100. I'm going to start by drawing. Here's 8 tens, 6, 7, 8, and here's 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you guys see that? Here are my tens. And here are my ones. Now I'm going to take away 7 tens. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's left? 100, 110, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer is 117. Let's go even a little bit easier. And it's going to be my last one. If we have 52 and we're trying to take away 29, what is easier? Here's 52. Here is 29. We want to change this number so it ends in a 0. What number is 29 close to? Well, 9's partner to 10 is 1. So I'm going to add 1 to this side, and I'm going to add 1 to this side. What's my new number sentence? Oops, sorry, friends. Doing this upside down is hard. 53. Oops. 53 minus 30. So here's 53. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So here are my tens. And here are my ones. What am I taking away? 3 tens, right? Watch. 1, 2, 3. What's my answer? 20. 1, 2, 3. This one is way easier to solve. So friends, step 1 is to always circle the number that we're taking away. Then after that, we look at the ones and we see what's that number's partner to 10 until we get to the next 10 or 100. If you get that answer and the number ends in a 0, rewrite your number sentence, then draw, and if you don't have enough, unbundle. You could also do this vertical, but using tape diagram, I want you to, this is going to help you mentally add. Okay? All right, friends, good luck on Seesaw.